Hey everybody. I decided I'm going to try to get at least one episode of 13 Reasons in before I go to bed. I'm sorry about any background noise. The dishwasher's running, so you may hear it from time to time. I finally figured out what that orange thing is right there. Because the light is higher, it's hitting the reflection of the car and the camera's catching it. Whereas at my height, you can't see the reflection. So when I was turning around looking and there's nothing there, it's because I couldn't see the reflection, but the camera can. So I finally figured that out. In my update, I talked about my pain and all that kind of stuff, and I took some tramadol so I could sleep. Well, that ended up being a mistake. I think I took the tramadol around 9 p.m., something like that. I took it close to when I was going to get into bed. It might have been 10 or 11. But got in bed and waited for the tramadol to make everything else faster for me falling asleep. Because usually I'd fall asleep pretty quick with that. Well, I don't take tramadol often. And when I've taken it, things have gotten a little bit more and a little bit more each time I've taken it, which seems weird. You'd think, since it's something you've taken before, your body would be used to it. Well, I could not sleep. I was up until 6 a.m. trying to sleep, and I finally passed out around 6 a.m. It was after 6, but somewhere in there. My alarm went off at 10 a.m. because my bathroom sink is leaking. So I was going to try to fix the leak today. Well, I woke up at 10, so 4 hours of sleep. I stumbled into the kitchen because I was going to feed the cats. I don't know how I made it as far as I did, but I made it from my bedroom to the kitchen table, which is 25 feet, maybe less than that. I'm terrible with measurements. Made it to the kitchen table before I grabbed the chair, and I apparently went backwards, and my face right here hit the corner of the wall, and I can feel the line. It goes from here down to here. I can feel the pain. Can't see anything, which is good, but I can feel it. But my face went right into the corner wall. I was on the floor. I was conscious the whole time, but it was that conscious but not conscious kind of state. I don't know if that makes sense. I got up, I stumbled to the fridge and at least got some liquid in me. I have herbal tea. It's not non-caffeinated. So I drank some of that, and I was wobbling, so I didn't even try to feed the cats. Stumbled back to the bedroom and stumbled right into the back wall with my face. It didn't hurt as bad. And I stayed standing up, but I hit the wall, and then the doorway is right beside the wall. So let's say this is the wall. There's a bedroom on this side and a bedroom on this side. And so I went through the door to my bedroom and fell on the bed sideways. I was completely perpendicular to how you normally sleep, and just passed out. Dizzy, queasy. My stomach was so queasy. From the time I took the medication, probably about an hour after I took it, I was itching. My head was itching. My body was itching. Just itching everywhere. And so the 10 a.m. I stumbled back to the bedroom, back onto the bed, fell asleep, and didn't wake up till 2. Still feeling dizzy and queasy and all that. So I called Dad and checked in with him just to make sure I didn't need to go to the hospital or something. I didn't know what to eat because the Mediterranean diet, I don't have a lot of like breads and that kind of thing. Although Mediterranean diet, you can have breads, but I can't. So I called him and told me to drink plenty of liquid and to eat some yogurt, which I did. And then I forgot I had oatmeal, so I made me some oatmeal and put some salt on it with cranberries. I did the salt because Dad said I needed sodium and potassium. I'm getting massaged. Started feeling better. My head has felt weird all day, and when I was making my Mediterranean salad, this part of my hand, all through here in the fingers, just seemed like they had turned blue. They don't look it now. They look back to normal now. In fact, the veins were bulging off this hand, like big bulging, more than I've ever had. And so I was freaked out a little bit. So that was at 10 o'clock tonight. So I called Dad because he went to the grocery store at that time because there's hardly anybody in there. And I said, if you haven't made it back home, stop by the house. I think my hands are blue and I don't know why and all that. Back to normal. He thinks I'm having late reactions to the tramadol, which apparently is possible. I didn't realize that. So I've got to call my doctor tomorrow and tell her to put tramadol on my allergic list. Yeah. Are you going to lay down? So it has been a day. I have not done much at all other than drink lots of my tea. It's lemon zinger. So I drank a whole 12 cups of tea, and I still haven't gone to the bathroom since 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock I went to the bathroom, and I haven't gone to the bathroom since. So I was apparently really dehydrated, which doesn't make sense because, well, I don't know. I normally do a Premier Protein shake in the morning and a Premier Protein shake at lunch. Is that hand for you? But I had, because of working on the car and just needing liquid rather than meal, I had 2 more Premier Proteins throughout the day yesterday. So I had 4 of those. That was the only difference, 2 instead of 4, which I don't think should have made a big difference. I don't know. But I apparently am dehydrated, and when I fell, Dad is pretty sure my blood pressure bottomed out, is what happened. And I've had it when I wake up in the mornings, even in college, where I'd wake up and I'd get up too fast, get really dizzy, black out, that sort of thing. I've had it since I lived here, and I've been in this house for 20 years. I would get in the shower and everything would just, because I'd go from bed to the shower immediately, and everything would just turn black. I'd go lay down on the bed for about 10 minutes, get up, and I'd be fine. Is that hand for you? You silly girl. So, it's been a day. My head's still feeling funny, so I'm going to watch one episode of 13 Reasons and then hit the sack and go from there. But I just thought I'd update you guys on what can happen in 24 hours. Do I need to go get the medicine? I think she's got mites in her ear again. She keeps shaking her head. Okay, guys. I'll post this separately because I rambled on for a bit. So I'll post it separately, but I will see you guys for more videos. Good night.